Hey guys, it's Misha with a video on my recipe album swap, and it's with my BFF over at the Scrappy Bookworm1. Hey Cindy. So I hope you like this, and by now she should have it. So it says recipe time here, and I used some Martha Stewart and some other recipe papers. So this is the front cover, and it says, "One cannot think well, love well, sleep well if one has not dined well." See that down here? So the first page, you open it and it's drinks. So there's a pocket here and some empty recipe cards. So this is a flip up, and there's some more empty recipe cards for her to add recipes to for her drinks. I did, here is a card that I made. I did add a recipe, because that's basically what we were doing with the book, is putting in recipes, but I was supposed to add 2 drink recipes and I only put in 1 because I don't drink like mixed drinks or anything like that. So but this I do drink iced chai tea, and it's vanilla. So what I do is I brew vanilla chai tea in a tea bag, like 4 tea bags to 4 cups of water. I add a half a cup of vanilla creamer and ice. Shake it up and serve. That's it. So you can, and also I added, like, she can make, to switch it up a bit, she can use 2 tea bags of each chai tea and oolong tea and add the vanilla creamer. So so I guess there's 2 iced vanilla chai drinks there. So these are the flips. I actually, I put a grape pineapple punch. 1 frozen grape juice can, 1 frozen pineapple juice can, water for each, whatever the can says. You can reduce by half, then add club soda for the remaining half of the liquid, and serve. So that is another, and it slides in under this little apple recipe there. So I like that little flip there in the pocket. And here's appetizers, and my appetizers is an eggplant appetizer. And fruit kebabs and yogurt dip. And then there's more tags here that came from a recipe. These are Longaberger recipes, but these came from a recipe photo 6x6 album. So then you flip, and let's see, this opens like that. So it says main course here. So I have steak pizzaioli. I don't know if anybody's ever had it, but I make it with Delmonico steak. So you have to sear the steak until the steak gets a crust on it, and then you put it in the oven with 2 slices of mozzarella cheese and 1 15-ounce can of sauce poured over, and bake at 425 for 30 minutes. Or until the meat is done, however you like your meat. And then 2 more recipe cards. Okay, so, and this says a family favorite. My husband loves it, but it gets expensive. Meat is expensive, so and here is another flip, and it's a side. This, a cup, a dash for the love of cooking, and then this says stir. A cup, a dash, and stir. And then it flips open, and this flips down. Can you see that? Sorry. And then there's recipes in this pocket here, and the sides are butternut squash and salsa. And then they slide back in here, and I have space here for her. Food is our common ground, the universal experience, and James Beard said that. And then it's stamped there with the recipe stamp. And here's another pocket. And I have a little stamp there that says eggs. And then this is just, I didn't want to cut it, so I just folded it so it would fit in there. And it says, life is a journey, not a destination. And I like that, so I just slid that in there so she can, oops, slid it in the wrong way. So she can, you know, write her own recipe there. So then you close it up like that. See how I did that? So this opens, and that opens, and that's where the recipes go. And this is the side category. And then this is dessert. And here I have this little cookie dish. I made this recipe card with a pumpkin pie on it. And then this has a recipe for ice cream sundae, and you read around raspberry vanilla ice cream, raspberries, strawberries, cream, raspberry sauce, wafer, sprinkles. And then here is another, and this, you know, is dessert, but I only put in one recipe because I don't make a lot of dessert, so it's like kind of hard. I mean, there's other dessert recipes in here, but on this side there's only one. So over here we have quick brownies and red velvet cookies, which I make from cake mix, and pumpkin spice cake, which is the most simplest you could ever do. You get a box of spiced cake mix, a can of pumpkin plain, and then you mix it together. That's it. And then you put it in a 9x13 greased pan for 30 minutes. It's the quickest ever. So they go in there with a couple extra. So there ended up being 3 recipes. It's a corrugated book here too, 8x8 I think it is. And then I added soup, which was not one of our additions, but I make good soup, so I wanted to add it. And I make a ham and green bean and potato soup, and most of you probably know what that is. And then 2 recipe cards. Okay, so and that goes there. And then here's dinner time. Little chef hat, little apron, and this, it says lunchtime here, and the little rolling pin, and this has a tab and it flips open, and she can write something there. dinner time. Look, little hand pot mitts. That flips up, and here is another place for her to write recipes. And I put in sausage hash, which is a quick meal, and shepherd's pie because this is the easy meals. And sausage hash, you probably never heard of it, but it's a pound of sausage, 4 to 6 potatoes, or 2 cans, and you slice them. Then a can of green beans, or you can use a bag of the frozen. 3 to 4 cups of milk, a quarter cup of butter, pepper to taste, and then you cook all the ingredients together until meat is thoroughly cooked. It doesn't work well with any meat except for pork sausage. Shepherd's pie, I make mine with beef, chicken, and or turkey. And I use frozen peas and carrots, gravy, and mashed potatoes. And that's how I make mine. So, then flip, and here's Crock Pot Meals. And this flips open. And here are my 2 Crock Pot Meals, and I make these all the time. Unstuffed peppers, it's a bag, a large bag of frozen pepper strips, a jar of sauce, a half a cup of water, a half a cup of rice. Rice has to be equal to the water. And you add all the ingredients after you brown your beef, or you can also use ground turkey with it. And pepper steak. Well, then you stick it in your crock pot, sorry about that, and you cook it on low for 4 to 6 hours, or high for 4 hours. So, and it's really good on stuffed peppers. Takes all the work out of stuffing them and all that stuff. And then pepper steak, I use boneless beef, round steak, or beef cubes, and you have to brown those. Salt, pepper, onion, cloves, is that garlic clove, that's optional. 2 beef bouillon cubes, 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 cups of green pepper strips, and I used a frozen bag. This way I don't have to cut them up. And 1 3/4 cans of tomatoes. And then you mix it all together, and you can tomatoes, and you stick it in your crock pot, and you let it cook, and then you serve it over rice or noodles. And then I have this extra little thing here, and it's like so that if she has extra recipes, she can add them in here. And then this is just an extra dessert that I put back here, but it's a dessert salad, and it's Watergate salad. So that goes back here, and that's it. And then the very back has a couple pockets with empty recipe cards or notes or whatever she wants to learn, like how I learned to cook. I actually learned, we're Italian, so you have to know. Everything revolved around food when I was growing up, so you had to know how to cook. So anyway, this is my book for my swap with my BFF, and I hope she likes it, and I will wait till I know for sure that she got it before I post this video. But yeah, so I wanted to share this with you before I packed it up, and I will see you in my next video.